Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. It is Wednesday, September the 7th. It is the first of 4 new comic book days in the month of September. We are so looking forward to every single one of them. Today, we got a lot of fun stuff. It's the first show of the month, and that means we have our Wheel of Winners prize drawings coming up today, and that'll be a lot of fun. Somebody's going to win a trade paperback and a hardcover. We've got them both going today. This is Stephen King's The Long Road Home from the Dark Tower series, and that's going to be given away to somebody today, as well as another person will win Stephen King's Dark Tower, The Battle of Jericho hardcover. So that's coming up in just a few minutes. We also have a couple of other cool things to show you today, one of which is, well, let's see what the stack's going for. We got our stack rolling in at, 9 inches. There's a whole lot of comics this week, and quite a few independent comics, and I think the independents probably outnumber Marvel and DC together this week, which is pretty remarkable. So we have that going for us today. Also, this really cool G.I. Joe Snake Eyes PVC diorama. Everybody wants one, but I only have one. So it's here. If anybody's interested, we have it here today. How cool is that? Let's look around at it. All the sides of it. It's got this wolf, and you got Snake Eyes there about to attack his enemies. Pretty cool stuff, huh? I'm loving it. You should love it. It's here for somebody to pick up. And don't forget, if you know the secret word, you can get a discount on that. And Mr. Happy will be happy to give you the secret word in just a little bit. But first up, let's just look real quick before we get into the prizes, before we get into all the other comics. Let's have a quick look at what we got in for trade paperbacks and graphic novels this week. We got a couple of really, really cool things. Monstrous. This is Monstrous Volume 7 hitting the stands today. If you were hello, Willow Glimdoodle. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Monstrous Volume 7 hitting the stands today. If you're a Monstrous fan, beautiful artwork in the Monstrous comic book. Also, speaking of awesome comic art, we've got Spawn Origins Collection Volume 22. Wow, Spawn's been going strong all these years. That is so amazing. So we got Spawn Volume 22, Spawn Origins. If you ever saw the Halloween, hello, Joseph Handy. What's it? Joseph Handy 111. Hi, thank you so much for joining us. Juan Hernandez, good morning, my friend. Good to see you there. Thank you for coming and joining us today on the show. Disney had a show, if you remember, Hocus Pocus is a fun Halloween story. Well, we have in the Hocus Pocus illustrated graphic novel, illustrated by Chris Grimley. Look at this. Look how cool this is. And it's got this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous wraparound cover. Look at that. And it's filled with just amazing artwork. I'm going to flip through the pages a little bit for you to show you some of the amazing artwork that's in here. But also, it's got the whole story. I mean, the whole story is in here. We're just going to try to open up to that one page for you, if I can just find it now. It has some really, awesome illustrations like this throughout the book, and underneath that beautiful art on the dust jacket is a beautiful hardcover book. Look at that. It is just such a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful book. So if you're a fan of Hocus Pocus, or a Halloween fan, or just ahoy mates and mermaids, good to see you there, Captain Comics. If you're a fan of Hocus Pocus and beautiful illustrations and hardcover books like I am, I love me a hardcover book. This one's gorgeous. So a great addition to anyone's collection. All right. Who shall we have as winners today? Let's get rolling on that. We've got the wheel of names up here, and the way that you get into the drawing, just so you all know, is by leaving a comment down below after the show. The comments over here, where's it over here? Over here, over there. those comments, they don't count toward getting you into the drawing. You have to leave a comment down below. So when you do that, we enter you in the monthly drawing. When that happens, as you can see, I'll put me back in the picture. You can have a chance to get into this fabulous monthly drawing. And the first thing we're giving away is Stephen King's Dark Tower Long Road Home. I'll give you another better look at that. So our first winner is that. If you are win today and you're not local, be sure to email me, mail@comicsclub.com. Tell me what your handle is on YouTube here and an address, and we'll get you shipped off. And you can also give me a call, 813-653-4111. That's the Comics Club. So let's see here. Let's get it going. We'll give it a couple of shuffles. Shuffle it up and go. Good luck. Who will be our winner? Who will win this copy of Stephen King's Dark Tower, The Long Road Home? Juan! Congratulations, Juan! You are our winner today, and I know you're local, so you can come in and pick that up at the store here. We'll set that aside for you, and we'll remove all instances of Juan from it. We'll shuffle it up again a few times, and this time we're giving away, let's see here, you can see, we're giving away this Stephen King hardcover. It is the Battle of Jericho. Still in its shrink wrap, brand new, gorgeous book. Let's see who our winner is going to be. Good luck to everybody. Shuffle it, shuffle it, shuffle it, and go. Ben Shore. Congratulations, Ben, on your win of this beautiful hardcover edition of Battle of Jericho. And you I know, are also local, so be sure and come on in and pick it up as soon as you can. You all have 30 days to pick up your prize. If not, it goes back into the prize pool. So there you go. Congratulations to our winners. Thank you so much for leaving your comments down below. Leave a comment every show. Every show gets you one entry. This month will be 4 chances for each of you to win. All you got to do is leave a comment. And next month's prizes, we'll have a couple. And I would be looking for some other stuff besides trade paperbacks and graphic novels to give away. So we'll have a larger variety of things. So congratulations, Ben, and congratulations to Juan Hernandez. Thanks, guys. All right, so there we go. Let's get us into some comic books here. We've got some really great stuff. We'll start out with the variant covers. One of the most popular comic books out right now is a little one called Twig, and this issue number 5. This is the Twig Virgin variant. I don't even know how to describe Twig. If you haven't seen it, you got to pick it up. It's pretty remarkable, and the early issues have skyrocketed in value. I guess they're planning on doing an animated show out of it. So we'll see. Invincible Red Sonja, issue number 10. This is the 1 in 10 variant cover. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 132, a 1 in 10 variant cover for you. Now, I know some of you have mentioned that the resolution of the show isn't that high. It's only at 720, and there's a reason for that. I use StreamYard, and in order to do the show at that higher resolution, you have to upgrade to Pro, and it's just not in the stars right now for us to upgrade to Pro. So I apologize for the low grade video, but at some point in the future, hopefully. If you go to Patreon and you're interested in helping us get to that goal of upgrading, you can always become a patron of the Comics Club, and that's at our Patreon Comics Club or Patreon of Comic Book Pusher. I think it's at Comic Book Pusher. So you see this symbol, that symbol right there. And I think you can also at Cafe Press, you can find these for sale as well. Show you. The comic book pusher logo. So enough about me, more about comic books. We got Star Trek 400. Also, they also have a way for us to do 2 cameras, and if I had a way to do that, I might be able to display these better. We're working on trying to make the show a little better, but our main goal is to keep the store open and keep the sales coming in so that we can pay the bills. Star Trek issue number 400. What? They flew by so quickly. I don't remember issue number 399. I think they did this with the games they play with the legacy numbering of comic books. So I suppose that's the case. Batman number 127. This is issue 127 with this beautiful, gorgeous Catwoman cover. This is a 1 in 25. 1 in 25 variant. So we have that. Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths number 4. This is a 1 in 25 cover. New Mutants number 29, a 1 in 10. This is the design variant, as they call them. And if you'd like to know about our coming events or when we're putting up special stuff online on our website, send us an email, mail@comicsclub.com, and say, add me in the subject line, and we will add you to our email list. And don't worry, we don't bombard you with stuff. Just whenever we have something really special, or when we've added a whole bunch of new stuff to the inventory. Aliens Volume 2 from Marvel. This is the previews exclusive. Diamond Comics distributors. Joseph Handy, you want that twig? Well, it's first come, first serve on Wednesdays at the Comics Club. This is Aliens number 1. This is the second volume from Marvel, and this is Diamond Comic Distributors' 40th anniversary previews exclusive cover. It's got just the inks of that artwork on there, and that is a gorgeous book. So there's our variants for this week, and we have a whole slew of what Mr. Happy saying. He's trying to get my attention. He's saying, wait, what about that secret word you promised? All right, here's the secret word. Look at that. It's alien, of all things. Look at that. Mr. Happy's chosen the word alien, I think because of the Alien comic book. Right, Mr. Happy? Oh, yeah, that's what he says. It's that Alien comic book that's doing it. So there you go. If you know the secret word, which this week is alien, it's good from today all the way until next Wednesday or next Tuesday when I do the show. On Wednesday, I give you the secret word, and it will, how you doing, Redbeard Reviews? So alien's a secret word. It gets you 15% off any single item in store. If you're local, come on in, give us a secret word to get you 15% off any single item that you're buying. There's a few restrictions. Consignment items don't count. Handmade items don't count. Already discounted items don't count, but the rest counts. And if you're a subscriber or Discount Club member, thank you, Mr. Happy. And we'll see you next week. If you're a subscriber or Discount Club member, then you get an extra 5%. That gives you 20% off any single item. That's 1 per person per day at the Comics Club. There's always a way to get a discount at the Comics Club, whether you're a subscriber or a Discount Club member. There's maybe a sale going on, but every day you can get a discount just by watching the show and knowing Mr. Happy's secret word. So we appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And don't forget to leave those comments down below. Let's get into the comics. We're going to start with the indies because there's just a massive stack this week of independent comic books hitting the shelves here at the Comics Club. Wow. I mean, it's a big stack. It is a big stack. And we got this strange bizarreness. It's called Rock Collector by Becca Tobin. It's issue number 1. It's this little tiny comic book. Here's a regular size comic book. Here's a little tiny comic book. Sweet Paprika in comparison of size. So this is a strange little story. I won't spoil it for you. Got some fun information on the back if you want to freeze it and see what this says and read about it. We have that little Rock Collector comic book hitting the stands. Also, which I just showed you, we have Sweet Paprika hitting the stands from Mirka Andolfo, Sweet Paprika. This is issue number 12. Yeah, issue number 12 hitting the stands. There's several different covers to this. And here's another one. And this one's all wrapped up because usually this one contains something that you just don't want to have laying around on the shelves for everybody to see. So it's all wrapped up in there, some mature content if you're interested in that. Anyway, you could get us up, hook us up with, we've got about a dozen of these sitting in the back room. I use them for footstools, but we'll get right on that. Invincible Red Sonja hitting the stands, issue number 10. Joe, wouldn't you love to be able to have those, though? And while we're at it, we'd like to have a few Action Comics number 1 signed by Jerry Siegel and his partner. Here's another one. Invincible Red Sonja. There's a whole bunch of them coming at us. So 007, are you a James Bond fan? We got 007 and 007. That's 007 issue number 2. 002. Yeah, you never know, Whittle Glim Doodle. Those plastic codifiers, what's going to be on the inside. One more 007 for you. Avatar, Adapt or Die, issue number 5 of a 6-part series coming out of Dark Horse. And happy New Comic Book Day. It is always a great day when it's New Comic Book Day. Ninjettes, number 1. These are women in schoolgirl outfits with knives and weapons and all kinds of ninja kind of stuff. The Ninjettes, number 1. Riding into the Comics Club today. Here's another one. Just in case you didn't get enough of the other ones, you got more Ninjettes. Everybody needs some Ninjettes in their day today. Blade Runner, Black Lotus. This is issue number 2. Another new one hitting the stands, and this one has a flip cover on both issues. So this was Shock Shop from Dark Horse Comics. If you're liking that cover, well, maybe you like this cover better. It's on the other side. Or perhaps you like this cover. Personally, my favorite of all of them is this cover. That's some pretty wild art there. Horror, like I've said so many times, horror has basically taken over independent comic book publishing. Superheroes are there, sprinkled around. There's some drama and some other stuff. There's some fantasy thrown in, but most of it these days is horror. Speaking of, I wouldn't call it horror, supernatural fun. Sabrina, this is the Teenage Witch Anniversary Spectacular, issue number 1. And from what I understand, there's a first appearance of somebody in this one. So why not? Let's throw in a first appearance so that everybody will want one, whether they read it or not. Cyberpunk from Dark Horse, the latest offering. That's issue number 4 of 4. Are you a fan of Fearless Dawn? I'm a fan of Fearless Dawn. I just love the artwork of this comic book. This is a one-shot. It's Fearless Dawn shorts. Just look at that artwork. I mean, how cool is that? And this one. I'm just loving that artwork. And maybe you'd like to do your own artwork. But they give us a little something on the back, too, which I always love, as everybody knows. I just love when they give us a little bit of extra on the back. And that's on the back of this one. What a great, fun comic. What amazing artwork. I mean, I just love the artwork in this comic book. So, Image Comics gives us their 30th anniversary anthology, the latest offering. So, a whole bunch of different Image Comics are collected inside of here. Every issue is packed with fun stuff. Are you a Magic the Gathering fan? This is issue number 18 of Magic. It comes back because there's a secret image in there. It's not pornography. It's just secret. You can't see it until you buy it. I think it usually has a Planewalker. Yes, it does, because it's the Planeswalker variant. So there's that. Mind Management, it's bagged. One of them is bagged. I'm not certain why. I imagine because of the graphic content of the image, but I'm not 100% why. Are you a Lego fan? This is Ninjago Garmadon. I'm not too familiar with this one. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced, but it looks like fun. And they give us that on the back cover. Always better than an ad. Spawn, issue number 333,333 for Spawn. It's got this wonderful cover. And of course, they always give us the little preview of the next issue on the back, a little tease. But this next cover is something I don't believe they've actually ever done before. I'm not certain, for a regular variant rather than a ratio variant. I think this is the first time I've ever seen an issue where they've done a completely virgin cover. Correct me if I'm wrong. Has Spawn ever done a virgin cover for just one of the standard covers and not a ratio variant? I'm not certain. But wow, that is really great. I'm loving that they did that. Once and Future, issue number 29. The Kings are dead. Long live the Kings. I mentioned Twig earlier. We saw the virgin cover of this one. This is Twig number 5. There's another Twig. Twig also sometimes has a very graphic cover, and this next one is very graphic. If you find this kind of stuff gross, you might want to look away. It's kind of, I don't know what to think of this one. It's just, I guess he's with a monster here or something. He seems to be decaying or coming apart, and his eyeball coming out. And, holy cow, just in time for Halloween, eh? Survival Street. This is kind of a spoof of Sesame Street with the Muppets. It's like a post-apocalyptic world called Survival Street. Can you tell me how to get to Survival Street? This is just not acceptable. It's not acceptable to have that over a baby's play. What do they call that? A crib. I mean, come on. What are you going to turn that kid into? Holy cow. Survival Street. I guess you got to start them young if they're going to survive in this world. Yikes, Transformers, Best of Bumblebee. What? How cool is that? It's about time, too. I mean, they've done so many of these best ofs from the whole world of Transformers. But Bumblebee was way overdue. Have you heard good things about that one? About the Survival Street? Walking Dead Deluxe is up to issue 46. That's the new cover. They always give us what the original cover looked like. Then that's how the original cover came out way back when. But that's the current updated version. Yikes. Don't go losing your head over it. Golden Rage, whatever that is, issue number 2. And do you care? Have I ever given you any indication that I do? Have I given you any indication that I care? I'll recite a poem for you that I wrote many years ago. It's called Apathy by Dwayne J. Stamper. Apathy. I don't care, so don't you care. Because if you care, I don't care. And there you go. This is the extent of my poetry. Star Trek. This is issue number 400. We mentioned earlier. Here's one of the covers, and you know there are going to be a few covers, of course. Right? You know there's going to be. Hey, there's my sister Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining us today. Did you catch my poem? I just recited one of my poems that I wrote so long ago. It's a very short poem. Star Trek issue number 400. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? So, what's that about Once and Future there, Redbeard? Yeah, I have to agree with that. This is my favorite cover for the Star Trek 400, although some people might prefer this one. Pretty cool stuff. Also, Star Trek, The Mirror War. I guess we have a new arc for that. It's from the Mirror Universe, one of our favorite episodes ever of Star Trek. And this has 2 covers, of course. Ooh. And that's Troy, Deanna Troy. You know, in that universe, it's an alternate universe where all of them are kind of evil, you know. It was a really great episode if you're a Star Trek fan. Well, thanks, Nance. It's just a poem called Apathy. It was my way of describing the word apathy in a poem. That's all that was. I do care. I care about comic books and family and friends and Sandman. I care about Sandman. Did you see Sandman, the show? Oh my gosh, it was so excellent. I'm so hoping that they do a second season of that. It's just, do I have a personal favorite character? Yes, I started out as a child watching Superman, The Adventures of Superman on TV, and then I found out there were comic books. So Superman has always been my favorite. It is. Which so I'll probably never get. I have facsimile editions, but I'll probably never get my holy grail, of course, because my grail for comic books is this is Highball, by the way. I'm yapping as I'm moving through. We just saw the Turtles, and this is Highball, a new story about a drunken space guy, of all things. But yeah, I grew up loving Superman, and that's still my favorite character. And Action Comics #1, of course, is far out of my league to be able to afford to buy, but I will and have owned reprints of it. So there's always that. New Rat City #1. Did I show you the back cover of Highball? That was kind of cool. Got a little thrown off here, off track. Vanity. It's issue #2 from Black Caravan. More horror. Like I say, horror has kind of taken over. Really cool back cover here. Agretsuko, I believe it's called. Out to lunch. And this is the 20th anniversary of Oni Press. I didn't really think about it, but my gosh, they have been around a long time, haven't they? So there's that issue, which is issue #2, by the way. That was issue #2. Artists Elite Presents. This is issue #2. They're presenting different artists and their stuff. Favorite story? My favorite story this past year, Joe, is the Supergirl title, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. It was an 8-part series. It was absolutely my absolute favorite. As far as my favorite Superman story, I guess it would be Kingdom Come. And my favorite comic book story probably of all time was Watchmen. I really enjoyed that. But, it's hard to just say my favorite. Those are really great. I really love them. But there's other ones out there that are so fantastic as well. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to pinpoint a favorite. But if I had to say a favorite character, it's Superman. If I had to say a favorite story, at least this past year, it's definitely that Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. And if I had to go into all-time favorite comic book story, I really loved Watchmen, so I have to go with that. Let's see here. Spider-Man. We're going to go into Marvel now. Spider-Man 2099 Exodus is the Omega issue, and we got a couple different covers of that. Thanks for the heart, Nance. Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. Had a couple different covers of that. It's issue #4. We got the Miracle Man cover, as well as this one, my favorite. There you go. We also have a second printing of The Mandalorian, issue #1. If you missed the first one or just want to have a second printing, there you go. A new series is All Out Avengers. This is issue #1, and of course, there is a slew of covers for it. That's Scotty Young. like that one. We've seen this done before on other previous issues where you're looking at Ant-Man under a magnifying glass. I can't think of the actual issue numbers of the titles, but we've seen this done before. It's always pretty cool. Nearly finished reading the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Really, it is excellent. You know, I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but Supergirl, she's turned 21 years old and she wants to go have a drink, and on her birthday. But because she's Kryptonian, you know, if she has a drink on Earth, it doesn't affect her whatsoever. So she wants to go have a drink where she can be affected by the alcohol. So she has to find a place with the red sun that has a bar. She does. And all kinds of crazy things happen after that. And it's really a great, fun story. You get to see Supergirl in a very noble light, and how she will sacrifice herself to the service of other people. It's really amazing. This is the regular cover of the new Aliens. This is my favorite. Look at that artwork. Wow. That is really, really cool. Moon Knight. Are you a Moon Knight fan? This is issue number 15 hitting the shelves today. Judgment Day Marauders, issue number 6. She-Hulk. Have you been catching the She-Hulk TV show? Wow, it's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next episodes. But this is She-Hulk, issue number 6. Hitting the stands. I guess she's having a lunch with Nightcrawler. A little dress-up lunch. Something special there. Let's see here. New Mutants, issue number 29. Are you a Star Wars fan? Star Wars number 27 hitting the stands today, and we have multiple covers there. Little action figure covers. The good people. Wolverine, issue number 24. They've been doing a lot of these Beyond Amazing, with Amazing Spider-Man covers on a lot of different titles, just like they were doing the Predator to promote the new Predator comic coming out. And I guess there's going to be a new Predator movie as well. And this is Punisher. Punisher number 6. Is this the first printing? Yeah. Punisher number 6. You know, Punisher has that new logo now. He's changed it up. Black Panther, issue number 9. I believe there's a first appearance in there as well. They like to throw out those first appearances. They know it gets everybody, all the speculators running. As long as it's a good story with good art, I don't care. Add another character, even if it never happens to be anything. You know, there's you may have seen the comic book. There's a whole bunch of comic book apps out there that are really helpful and really good. One of them that I like, just because it alerts us to new hot comic books. By the way, this is Ghost Rider number 6. Awesome artwork. He's battling a Wolverine. But in Key Collector, they have something that shows you the keys this week, and they tell you all the things that they think might be interesting for comic book collectors to pick up or speculators. And they keep an archive of that. And it's kind of interesting. I went back all the way back to 2019 to the weeks that came out then and started going through them and checking the prices of those to see if they had gone up in value. And the very first one I did, there was about a dozen or more of them on Key Collector for that week that hit the keys of the week. And of all of them, only one has gained any value beyond its cover price. That doesn't mean the comic books are worthless. In fact, the stories in them and the art are amazing. But just because it hits Key Collector doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go up in value, guys. A lot of times it's got more to do with the print run than anything else. Just the fact that it's on Key Collector doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go up in value. But still, I find Key Collector a great fun app and very, very useful. And I'm running behind, so here we go. This is the Immortal X-Men hitting the stands today. That's issue number 6, the Immortal X-Men. And Moon Girl teams up with Wolverine. It's a one-shot. Wolverine and our hero, Moon Girl. Hey, doll.
Hey, I think it's X-Men and Moon Girl.
Is it X-Men with Moon Girl? Well, it shows Wolverine on there, but she's right. It's X-Men and Moon Girl. But it looks like she's teaming up with Wolverine. But that is the title. Thank you, dear. Avengers, X-Men, AXE, the Axe series. This is Death to Mutants. All right, there's our offerings for Marvel. We'll shoot through DC real fast because we had a lot to show this episode, and we had the prize drawing and everything. This is the oversized Dear Detective, Batman Dear Detective. This is from their line of oversized comic books. So it's like magazine size. Sword of Azrael number 2. Got a couple different covers coming at you. Guys, don't forget to leave a comment down below so I get you to next month's drawing. This is Dark Knights of Steel, Tales from the Three Kingdoms, issue number 1. Got that cover and this cover. Also, Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, issue number 4. Hitting the stands today. Dodson, great artist. Him and his wife. And this one, I'm liking that cover. That's really cool. And here, Batman number 27 has a couple different covers. Number 127, including this wonderful wraparound cover. It's like Batman's in the sewer there. Maybe having a hard time of it. Barely escaping whatever is after him. And Harley's about to give him a thunk on the head. And he's here. I think he's gritting his teeth so hard he's bleeding. What's going on there? New Champions of Shazam, issue number 2. Is that somebody else? It's not Mary Marvel, is it? I don't think so. Must be somebody else. Multiversity, Teen Justice has a couple different covers. There's this one. Having a little lunch there, Hawk Girl. And there's also this one. We got a second printing of Detective Comics number 1062. If you missed the first one, here you go. Nubia, Queen of the Amazons, issue number 404. We finally get resolution. Flashpoint Beyond. This is issue number 5 of 6. We have one more to go. Now that's a cool cover. It's got Wayne Casino chip there over his eye. But I think this is my favorite cover here. Poison Ivy number 4. There was some confusion over one of the covers, and it got recalled, and it was a mistake of some sort. New ones are being issued. It's no big controversial thing. It's just the wrong credit for the artist who did the cover. They put the wrong cover on there. Put the right artist's name but the wrong cover or something like that. Those things happen sometimes in publishing. Little things like that. Have Black Adam movie, which will be coming up, but I heard it got delayed until early next year, I believe, or something like that. Black Adam in theaters here, it says 2022, but I don't know if that's still accurate or not. Is it going to happen before Christmas? We'll find out. But this is Black Adam, the Atom Smasher tie-in. 1062. What did I say? Did I not get the issue number right for that reprint? Yeah, 1062. I think that's the number. So don't miss it. Pick it up. Batman Night Watch, #1. Batman Beyond Neo Year issue #6 is our last one of the day. But there's one more cover. So there it is. And there you have it, guys and gals. Thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to leave that comment down below. And don't forget the secret word this week is alien. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time at the Comics Club.